motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
East Coast meets West Coast. Jeremy? I've been thinking all day today. Are you still a Commanders fan, or what happens when you move out west? Do we have a new football team for you now, or what are we doing?
I never really.
I know sports is sports. What sport?
So,
I know you got your.
I don't.
You were a secret closet Commanders guy by force, I guess. My question is, what is your football team? If you were diehard football, living in Arizona, Cardinals, I guess, has got to be your closest one.
I guess.
All right.
I will never go watch a football game.
No, I know. But I
watched the Special Bowl. That's about it.
Okay.
And that's just for the commercial content.
For the commercials, yeah, fine. No, I got the razzle. Who was it? Fishing Bill, a huge Cincinnati Bengals fan, and he got on me early on Monday during the preseason game. And once I saw the Eagles start walking away with it, I started antagonizing him. And he's like, "Oh, now you wake up." And I'm like, you can always count on me to kick you when you're down. Like, that's not a problem.
Jared popped in. He said Denver for life. So Denver's pretty close. So, I mean, it's not far. It's not close, but it's not far.
All right.
Yeah.
So, for those that don't know, I am Mike on the East Coast, and we'll rub it in. Now that you're West Side, where did we find you during the week, Jeremy?
During the week?
Yeah,
probably in my house because it's really, really hot.
On social media, we're gonna find
you.
Oh,
Instagram at Reefs RC or
go.
Facebook at Reefs RC. It's cross posted on there, so you'll see a little bit of this and that from both. But I've been trying to do better with content.
It looks good. I mean, the new shit's been coming in. You've been printing like crazy.
Yes, I have 4 contract jobs that I'm doing right now. So I've been super busy. And that's besides the Etsy store. So these 3 printers I need 3 more.
Dude, it's kind of bonkers. Like the print farm. We'll step back and the short time span, what has kind of happened, it's crazy.
It's escalated rapidly.
And I would have never known there was that kind of a demand. Like, I just had no idea there would have been that kind of demand for these services like that. I just had no idea.
I still get a lot of there's a gentleman on my Etsy he bought some stuff and he was like, "Hey, I want to give this a shot. What should I get?" So I've been kind of tutoring and mentoring, what's the easiest for him specifically to do. So there's a lot of people out there that just haven't done it or think that it's, more than they can handle. And for some it could be, but for most it probably isn't. It's pretty manageable, especially if you're just doing it for a hobby. If you're doing it for business, it's a whole nother ballgame. But
why did you move to the West Coast? It's 118.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I lived in Alaska. Like you deal with the 2 months that really, really is terrible, so you can kind of get to the next season.
Yeah.
Which is another 9 months.
You went there to get away from the cold East Coast side.
Yes. It hasn't snowed here yet, so I'm in good shape.
All right, fantastic. You got to miss our guest this year. That you would have been usually bumping into our guest probably mid-July. Somewhere in Blue Rock, and you crossed paths, and it didn't happen this year. So I thought it would be fantastic to bring him here to you.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why I was.
I've only missed one Blue Rocks, other than this year. So it's
A hell of a streak.
it kind of hurt a little bit. But yeah,
It was
first,
hectic.
Yeah.
Dude, you knew April. I know you were saying differently, but we
yeah,
knew in the back of our minds already, like no matter where you were going to be, it would have been full swing in the middle of a move. You nowhere in a position to take a week away.
yeah. I held on to my spot, my cabin, as long as I possibly
As
could.
long as you could. It was
And
that
then,
good.
then things escalated rapidly with the purchase of the home. So yeah, I just couldn't do it.
It's kind of creepy how late in the game you can let that go and know without a doubt you've got 4 people waiting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The cabin was put to good use, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. We are going to make room for him. We'll get him in here because I want to save enough time at the very end. People here now, you want to stick around till the very end. I know Sergeant Major's got some fun scale mail. Get a closer look at those wheels. I know I got some photos. We can get some up close of it, but we'll let you rip through what's hot, what's not, and we can talk boom racing for sure.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff behind me that's it's all new.
Thanks
So
for noticing, Jeremy. I wouldn't have brought
I
it up
did see it.
myself. Thank you for
see it.
noticing.
I did see it. I got the AWB kit right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I wore my Jeep shirt for our guide tonight.
I got a Jeep being built right there.
right there. Nice. I'm printing. You got one printing. That's
I got one printing. Yeah.
That's
not a Jeep.
But that's from the Imagine.
Yeah, the IJ.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this.
It's not a Jeep. It's an IJ.
An IJ. And that's only because of licensing, copyrights.
Well,
like
yeah.
that's that simple, right? Just so Jeep does not come kicking and screaming.
Yep.
Play by the rules. Boom.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
let's
get to
make room.
we'll
Yep,
get to that.
we'll make room for our friend.
Yep,
So let me do this. Let's get rid of this overlay. I'm gonna make some room for him. Boom, boom, boom. Overlay is gone. Gone. Look at that. All right, now, Sergeant Major. Let's make room for the Sarge in charge.
Big Sarge.
Big Sarge. All right. Can't call him Big Sarge anymore. Wait till you see this guy. He's down 100 plus pounds. Man.
He'll always be Big Sarge.
He looks. It's always going to be Big Sarge. Yeah.
Big Sarge.
But he does
personality, not a
yes,
physical
not physical. I know what you mean. But he does look good. He's been working hard. So let's make room for him. Sarge, make yourself presentable. We are coming to you in 9 seconds. Boom.
So close.
We're going to put you center stage, my friend.
Nice.
So you can be Big Sarge. We got you center stage. And
Well, I just want to say, in the presence of a real sergeant,
right? I knew it was going to get complicated.
that this I don't know if you can see that, but this is why I was called Sarge. This was one of the first rigs I built. Sarge became a jokester and a character on video, and the name stuck with me. So no military background. I do work in public safety, so it was kind of a tag off that as well. But I don't ever want to misrepresent myself, and I think the world of our military. And thank Jeremy and his beautiful bride for their service to this country.
Hoorah.
Thanks, sir.
Well said. Well said. Now you're going all the way back to the hardcore Wheel Team 6 and early days of Sarge. Jeez, you digging deep. All right. Well, I'm glad you painted that picture. No stolen valor with you. We're not going to be able to put that card on you.
No, I don't want any part of that.
No.
We're not going to find you parking in that veteran-only parking
No,
spot. at the grocery
no.
store.
Absolutely not.
All right, good
No.
man. So we have represented tonight. We've got Hardcore West Coast, we've got East Coast, and we are going to call you mid. Or can we call you mid, or you?
Yeah.
What do
yeah.
you identify as? What do you identify?
I guess Midwestern. There was a short period of time when we had no coast scalers here in Missouri.
Okay.
Not divided by a county line. So, but yeah, I am in the heartland. I'm probably 30 minutes from Arkansas, 15, 20 from Oklahoma, and maybe 15 from Kansas. But I'm in Southwest Missouri, almost as far southwest as you can get.
All right.
So I have a question for you. Based on your location, this is going to sound weird, but are you familiar with Uranus?
With what?
Uranus.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Parker and I think we went live there.
Is it
Yeah.
I drove
true
you
that-
there twice on my trip out here,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
I can say I've been to Uranus twice.
Yeah. The
You're just
Uranus jokes
trying to
are
make
just-
me laugh. I can see it. You're looking for a Beavis and Butthead moment. I can see it.
There was rockets in Uranus. There were
Yep.
large vehicles in Uranus.
Yep.
There's a fudge factory in Uranus.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had coffee in Uranus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking
Yeah.
for tacos, but I didn't see any. I think
Yeah.
I got candy. I got candy there too.
Yeah. Mike, if you have the chance, don't pass it up on the highway. It's worth the trip.
It's easy to pass. I had to circle back like 8 miles because I was like, "Holy, I missed it."
And you
So I
wanted
circled-
to go
I
through it
circled back.
that bad? Was this just to put on a bucket list? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
And that's when I had the U-Haul and the Volkswagen Bug. So I've had my Bug in Uranus as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if you find yourself driving back and forth and on Highway 44, let me know. You need a place to stay. I'm not
Yeah.
far from the highway.
Good to know. Good to
Oh,
know.
my cheeks
It's
are
like a
hurting.
halfway point
Yeah.
from where I'm at to where I was.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing like still making me laugh at an old fart joke. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I did my first kind of update when I was driving through, and I was like halfway to Uranus. And
Well,
I
hi.
didn't really think about it. Then I
Right.
thought about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll just let that go."
Yeah.
Sarge, we kind of jumped in here a little quickly. Before we normally bring the guest on, we go back in a day in history. So we'll let you sit here while we do this. This day in history and a dad joke is a great way to kind of break the vibe and get things rolling. So my dad joke of the day is, what do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. And this day in history, I know I
You're
spoke
fired.
one already with you guys behind the scenes, but today in history, Edmonton Oilers, in all their wisdom, traded the great one, number 99, Wayne Gretzky, to the to the Los Angeles Kings. I know for the hockey fans out there, you're going to remember that moment. That was a earth-shattering moment for sure to see that man get traded. So, no more sport talk. I put Jeremy through football and hockey tonight, so we'll drop that.
Yeah.
I've been coming across a lot of RC people living in or around the great state of Missouri. What is in the water out there in the Midwest that is so good for the RC world?
For the crawling community, it's natural
Terrain.
just natural rock formations and creeks, and it ruins you. It makes you. It's tough to enjoy some other features when you just have it here naturally all around you.
Yeah.
For some of the other, the go fast stuff and things like that, I don't know, but there is a large community of those folks in and around Missouri as well.
We got a honey badger. He is here.
Oh,
Boy,
nice.
the one known as Colton. He
Yeah.
is here. Fantastic. Great seeing you. You guys, what is your streak for Blue Rocks? Have you guys been at each and every one?
I think I've missed the first one.
First, okay.
And then maybe, I think 2000, was it 16, the first one, Jeremy?
Yeah.
16 or 15. Yeah.
15 or 16.
So, I think I was there. Our first year, I believe, was 2017.
Okay.
I can remember Parker being at Motorama and calling me, telling me that he had met this guy that ran a campground in Pennsylvania, and he was going to look at it. And then
You're
calling
sold the second you see it. Like, it sells itself. Like,
oh my gosh! And then calling me just beside himself, excited over
the location of
oh my gosh, it's absolutely magical. So missing it is really difficult for me. It's kind of my highlight of the year. That it's just an amazing place, amazing family too that runs
through that. I had told you, Sarge, one of my missions in the next 3-4 weeks, I hope to have it fully completed, but it is a 10-minute little YouTube video, 100% focused on Blue Rocks. Like a walkthrough in an RC, guys. Hashtag RC somewhere in there, obviously. But I think once all the dust settles and all the hoopla and the Recon has passed its way through, it would be great to go back and really highlight the campground itself. Like you said, the owners, the food, the terrain. What is it about this event? And so much of it has to be the venue. It has to be.
Well, it is, but a lot of it's the venue. But I have to tell you, I've RC'd all over the United States. We've been to Florida, Utah, Arkansas, Missouri, Pennsylvania. And I just have to say that East Coast crowd, it's number one, some of the most creative. I could just run down a list of guys that build some just amazing, fantastic rigs.
Oh,
but outside of that,
like, how about Wes and
oh
what
my
he
gosh,
right?
Yeah, Wes Braswell is. I'm telling you, I kind of watched him from the beginning, the first body, and watched that progression. And to say he is an artist is just an understatement. It's just absolutely unbelievable, amazing what that man can create from nothing. And if there's a vehicle out there that you want built into an RC, that man can do it. Just amazing talent. David Keith is, one of those guys that hand mills aluminum RC parts. And I'm fortunate enough to have a couple of his bumpers. They're not in a CNC machine. But the craftsmanship is just unmatched. And and I could go on and on and on. Besides the fact of the character of the men and women and the kids that come, it's just, this year's theme rang true, a family reunion. It's just a absolute wonderful, enjoyable time. Zero drama, zero negativity, zero issues. It's just a magical place with a magical crowd.
Yeah, it's like once you get into the park, everything else goes away.
Yeah.
It's just this new family, this newfound family, from the park ranger to the owners to the girls that work in the store or at where Mike George's favorite walking taco is born. Like all of those people just become this new family, and then you add on a big extension of like-minded friends with RC cars, and it becomes its own little world, and it's so perfect. It's so perfect.
I mean, it's tough to put together in words how much I love that event. It's amazing.
And I'm not going to take anything away from the MC, the whole Recon family and what they have done for it. I'm just saying I want to put a little bit of spotlight solely on the campground and just kind of walk through behind the scenes after the dust settles.
Well, and I think it's important because, not everybody in the family may be into RC, but anyone in the family can enjoy that location.
Bravo, 10. Yep. Well said.
Yeah, you have a playground, you have creeks.
Yeah.
I know growing up as a kid, I could play in a creek all day with zero supervision and, just playing in a creek as a kid. And you got a swimming pool, you got a restaurant, you got an arcade.
Yeah.
It's hiking trail. Yeah.
Pan for gold, riding a fire truck, just on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah. And under good conditions, I'm not talking after a hard rain, but 90% of the time that creek would be considered scale water. It is moving at the right speed. It flows at the right speed, and most of that area, it's not too deep. It's just right.
And a pond. You have the pond too.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So you got all
and that natural rock formation, the whole Blue Rock area. So you've got a drone, a boat. There's something to do there. Anyway, that is my bucket list item. I'm hoping to get myself back up there and walk through and pull this off. It shouldn't be that big of a deal when it's only 15 minutes away out of dumb freaking luck. This was the campground I was taking my kids to when they were, 5 and 6 years old. I'd throw them in the Subaru and let's go up there. I mean, this was long before an RC thing came along, but it was just in the backyard. All right. So, Sarge, before we get to the Recon and all that good stuff, it has to start somewhere. Sure. Where does Wheel Team 6? Where does it all begin? Like, what makes you pick an RC car in your hand?
So, went over to my brother's for a barbecue, and my brother-in-law was there with an SCX-10, the 4-door JK, Jeep Classic. My boys and I had spent most of our lives playing with Walmart RC trucks. It was quite common for us to charge up our RCs from Walmart and go out and play for 15 minutes till the battery went dead, and then wait 2 hours for the battery to charge, right? So I find myself at this barbecue with an SCX-10. I've never been in the presence of a hobby grade truck, crawler, anything like that, other than seeing some nitro in my past. And I spent the whole afternoon driving that truck. And probably within a week, my Casey Curry SCX-10 showed up at the house. So me and Honey Badger, and it's interesting as how he earned that name. I'll get to that. Load up his Walmart truck and my SCX-10, and off to the construction site we go. And
you cruel dad.
15 minutes later, his battery's dead, and we're taking driving mine. And I think that afternoon we ordered the red Dodge Power Wagon axial SCX-10 for him. And he just did not care. I mean, submerge it, submarine it, launch it off a cliff, Who cares if it gets scratched? And I said, I'm just going to call you Honey Badger because you just don't care. Honey Badger don't care. If anyone's seen that video,
Yeah.
Of a honey badger, fighting cobras and eating bees, and so I called him Honey Badger from that day forward. I think somewhere that Dodge Power Wagon is still around with the little decal on the side that says Honey Badger. And I kept hearing about this event called the Recon G6. So we didn't know anything about it. Brother-in-law couldn't go with us, so Honey Badger and I went. We didn't know a soul, had no idea what to do. We didn't bring food, anything. And we're at Flat Nasty. I think it's the first year that it was in Missouri at Flat Nasty Off-Road Park, which, by the way, is also a phenomenal location with an absolutely amazing group of family there as well. And and the moment for me is we're driving through our adventure, guided by the trail markers, and have no idea really what we're doing, not knowing what to do with a logbook or any of that kind of stuff. And we're navigating through, and it was a particularly tough section, and I made it through, and I turned around to help my son, who was maybe 10 or 12 years old, to help him. And when I turned around, there was 5 or 6 grown men, complete strangers, on their hands and knees, spotting my son's truck and guiding him on how to drive that section of the course. And I just sat down on a big rock and watched, and thought, this is absolutely amazing. And the lights came on for me. We met Parker, Colton, Honey Badger got the Parker pickup, but it was brief, and it was just something. And from that moment on, it's like, well, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait a whole year before he comes back to Missouri. So I think that fall or the next year, he had Missouri and Arkansas. So a group of us went to Arkansas. And that's when Mark Parker and I met. That's kind of when things clicked for he and I. And we've been pretty much best of friends ever since. But the trucks hooked us. But the people definitely have become the reason why we're still involved all these years later.
Bravo to that. Well said. Yeah, I think that's everything Brian Parker would wanted you to say when he is inspiring family fun, making smiles, and really embracing that family energy.
Yeah, absolutely. We had some soldiers that were deployed that couldn't join us, with a group of us that went to Arkansas. So we took their pictures with us and posed with them all around the event. And I had Parker, I think Parker may have went live and sent them a message. And he and I stayed in contact pretty much from that moment on. So then, we found ourselves at Motorama and Pennsylvania and Utah during COVID. I mean, it's just Florida for Parker Fest. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's funny how you quickly evolved from a sort of a spectator or just an event goer to behind the scenes. Now you will find you volunteering and working alongside at these events. You quickly escalated from just showing up here to deeply a peer person, really a pinnacle support person in the Recon family. I think a lot of things run smoothly because of your help, It's crazy to think how fast that's evolved.
I appreciate that. I think early on, a lot of people thought, I was a Parker wannabe, and you mentioned Wheel Team 6, and I'll talk about that too. But the truth of it is Parker and I became family. I mean, we've walked some dark roads together. There's some things that life has handed me that I would not. I can't imagine what that would have been like had he and a lot of the G crew hadn't been there to walk with me through it, and vice versa. I know we've just that circle has walked some pretty tough roads together, and that expands out past that. It's funny, the messages and stuff. If somebody thinks I'm struggling with something or whatever, the people that message me and just check on me and stuff. I mean, the RC community is family, and that's definitely true of Parker and I. And Wheel Team 6 was kind of my crazy idea, kind of birthed with. Gosh, Jeremy, and you guys help me with names. What's our East Coast ledge stock?
Trevor, and that's
Trevor.
happening. That's happening right now.
Yeah. Trevor had a lone wolf portion of his event where you had to run this certain number of hours in the difficult course, and you had to do it completely alone, and it was almost a team event, but people had chose to do it lone wolf. And I thought, what if we had, 3-man teams that attempted the impossible, something that you couldn't do alone, that it's not an adventure, it's an expedition.
Okay.
This was, some people referred to it as a winch fest. But literally all 3 trucks had to finish. The course was unimaginable. It was not probably 100 yards long, and I think it probably took every bit of 8 to 10, 12 hours before the first team crossed the finish line, with most of them breaking or bowing out before they made it to the end.
So you're talking a little bit more than just pointing out what line to drive. You're talking about buddy system, like bumper to bumper, push you up, pull you with another wind. Like we're talking buddy system here. We're using
pack in your parts, pack in your tools, store them on your rig, and a lot of those gates were 10 feet wide. You pick your poison. Yep. We actually had one team, I felt horrible. They'd never been to any kind of event in their entire lives, and they spent all day on the first gate. And they loved it. They absolutely loved it. Or they were very polite and tried to convince me that they did. We did a practice run once, and we held it once, but it's never left the conversation. I've had people reach out to me wanting to reproduce it. There's been attempts where people had No Man Left Behind and things like that, but this truly stretched the team, stretched the rigs. We actually had teams that were towing trucks that broke and couldn't make it, but all 3 of those rigs had to cross the last gate. So, it was a magical event that really seemed to be very successful, and lots of requests to do it again, but we've just never reproduced it. It was kind of my brainchild, and I have to say, Trevor was gracious and walked me through a lot of the rules and talked to me, spent a lot of time talking, and this was, you know, Parker and I were acquainted, but not to the extent that we are now. But yeah, Trevor was great and had no problem with me using some of his rules as a guide. And yeah, so Wheel Team 6 is talked about today. We talked about it in Missouri at the G6. So yeah.
Well, so what year was that then? Are we talking 15-ish?
There's probably 15, 16. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is kind of ironic that you do throw out a nod to Trevor on the weekend that those animals are out at ledge stock going crazy. So shout out to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
2 years ago, April, Trevor invited me up to the Nets, the New England Trophy Series.
Yes.
And it's kind of a mix of that because you partnered up with an unknown person. Like it was just a random pool who you got partnered with. And the two of you had to, like, there's mental challenges, there's truck challenges, all these team focused thing with a person you've never met. So you don't understand their driving style. You don't know what the rig's capable of. And the same for you. They don't know you from anybody.
And how was it? Was it awesome?
It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I met so many new people, and because it's not my area, so I had to drive all the way up to Massachusetts for it, and it was amazing. And to have, you know, my Land Rover, my Boom Racing Land Rover, the 109, the long wheelbase, the top heavy as heck, and that thing just killed it. I mean, it just didn't give up, and it felt so good, and it was such a rewarding experience. And Trevor, his events are just special. He just makes them special.
Yeah.
You went up to show that RC four-wheel drive crowd what a boom truck will do.
I did. I definitely did. There's a lot more
there's
parts
something in
being
the
picked
water
up from their truck than mine. I think I broke a winch cable, and that's not the truck. That was just a winch cable that got cut on sharp rock.
But I like the idea of working together, problem solving, and like you said, you know, looking at things differently and meeting somebody completely new. That was kind of the thing that happened at Desmond's at the fairway crawl. I got hooked up with one of the dudes from Team Garage Hack, and that dude Joe, man, I freaking that guy worked hard to carry me across the finish line. But yeah, it was a great.
He still complains about his back hurting from carrying.
Oh, that dude. You'll never see me driving again on a Sunday ever again after that. Desmond's head still hurts. His neck hurts from snapping his head around. Hunter, what the hell are you doing here? It's the finals, buddy. I'm like, hey,
why are you here on a Sunday?
I'm this guy.
I tell you, you know, I appreciate all the effort that everybody puts into putting those events together. You know, Trevor's been doing that ever since I've been in the hobby. I just, you know, when you are in the business of handing out smiles, brother, I'm all in.
So are you handing out any more smiles this year with the Recon family?
I don't think so. I think the next two events are in Europe. So probably the end of it this year. I've been kind of kicking around. I've not really dipped my toe into the RC community in this area. And shame on me, but you know, life, it's been rapid fire for probably about the last year and a half of just getting settled in and moving and relocating, and heck, still half my stuff's 5 hours away from me that I have to haul down here. So I haven't wanted to put the cart before the horse, but you know, we used to just do Sunday fun day, run day, you know, and we did call outs and challenged guys, and you know, and sometimes we get 40 or 50 rigs out on a Sunday, and and it was just fun times. And I am convinced that there's a great number of guys out there that are into the crawler trucks that just want to drive.
100%.
You know, it brings me back to the days where, you know, every Sunday we were on the ATVs chasing each other through Chat Hills and, you know, out in the woods running trails and mud runs and dirt drags and all that kind of stuff when I was a kid, and you know, busting each other's chops and giving each other a hard time. And it's just a scale way to be able to afford to do that without tearing up your one-to-one. So I don't know. I've been kicking it around, and you know, Arkansas has got, I think, a pretty good size group that gets together, and I need to start reaching out.
Do you? I want to give you an opportunity to mention your one-to-one.
Yeah.
I was trolling around your Facebook, trying to get some images and content together to make the clickbait for the YouTube channel.
Right.
I did have some images uploaded here. I was gonna kind of. I'm staring at you and the honey badger at Flat and Nasty with your Jeep flexed up right now.
Yeah.
I did something behind the scenes here. I must have clicked something, and it is not allowing me to share your image up here. So we're gonna have to describe it. But my question is, I stumbled across the side-by-side in one of your photos. Do you own a UTV, ATV side-by-side? Do you know the one I'm referring to? Was that a rental? Was that?
We were asked during COVID. There was a one-to-one event in Utah, Moab, Utah, and there was an RC component to that inside the arena, and that quickly morphed into, because it was in the middle of COVID, for us to kind of help assist pulling this event off, because the health department and local authorities were really, really wanting to shut it down. So I was working in emergency management at the time, and COVID had been my life for a while. So we met with the health department, local sheriff's department. Anyway, we held a RC event inside this arena, and showcasing a lot of these people that I didn't realize it when I was there, you know, but that are YouTube celebrities in the Moab community. And so I was given the opportunity to spend a day, Parker and I, in a souped up side-by-side, and we ran Hell's Revenge and some of Fins and Things. But we completed Hell's Revenge actually twice that week, one with me behind the wheel and then one with Bill Riddle and I. So we were fortunate enough to, like I said, be handed the keys to those rigs and given use of them to go out and enjoy that. And I have to tell you, brother, I could do that every day of the week. Sign me up. I do not have a side-by-side. Okay. I do have an ATV and the Jeep now, but
there's nothing like a side-by-side. Just they hit harder.
Yeah, I mean, and it was no average side-by-side. It was on 35-inch tires.
Yeah, I wish I could show the image of it. It is cool as hell.
Yeah,
no doubt. But your new four-door Jeep is pretty sick also. What year is it?
So that's a 2024 Gladiator Rubicon.
It's hot. It's very sexy. And you had front row parking this year at Blue Rocks. Nowhere tucked in the back of the woods. Guy Jeremy, dude, parks like right next to the pool. Like it is. Everybody look at me. They had these floodlights kind of pointed at it and arrows. Like you know, like Beetlejuice's house is here. Everything's pointed. He had it positioned perfectly. People coming and going had to go past this thing, and he had it set up right with the 10 on top. And was it just for show, or is that where you literally slept also?
Oh no, I stayed there for 6 days.
No
I
shit.
did it every night. Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
It's a prize. Very nice. Congrats.
Thank you.
I know you worked hard to make that happen, and well deserved. Good for you.
Yeah. We put it out on the trails in Flat Nasty, Honey Badger and I probably terrified my grandson. That's where the
Jeremy,
name-
it's rocks like this big. Don't let them tease you. You should see
Yeah.
this. It's not that bad.
Yeah. That's where she got the name Knuckles, because I think I pretty much scared the snot out of my son, and
Oh,
he
good
couldn't
for you.
believe I was when we, they told us that a stock truck could do it, but there's a loop where you go to the first loop and you turn around and a stock truck could do that. Well, it's 10:30 at night in the dark. We didn't stop at the loop. We drove all the way to the back, and we're looking for the exit, and the exit was vertical. So yeah, we ended up
All the best
back
ones
in-
are.
Oh,
yeah, we ended up backing down a hillside and, hoping that we weren't going to roll over. And yeah, I am quite confident that if you slid underneath her, you'd realize, no, she doesn't spend all her life at the mall, because there's some gashes and gouges and a little tree rash on one of the fenders. So yeah, we wheeled the crap out of it that night.
Oh my goodness. So this is how it happens, because I've seen these guys at Roush Creek. You can see the ones that trailer their stuff there,
Yeah.
or the guys that drove there that don't drive home because they're upside down and in a
Yeah.
ravine where they're not supposed to be. I'm like, you guys literally drove that here. Like, that wasn't trailered. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. And, my old ATV days from my youth kick in, and I sometimes can get a little fearless, and I have to remember I have to drive this home. But
Yep.
yeah, we had a blast. I probably have 2 or 3 hours of video of us wheeling it, and it was big rock all the way down this creek bed, and yeah, grinding and scraping, and Colton's wanting to get out and make sure that parts aren't hanging off. And yeah, but that's why you buy a Rubicon. It's front and rear lockers. It's 4-to-1 transfer case. It's yeah, skid plated front to back. So if it won't do it, then yeah, it should do it. And like I said, it's more capable than I am. And we had some white knuckle moments, that's for sure. So
That's fantastic. And you've already got it labeled on the hood with the knuckles
Yep.
already. So
Yep.
good for you. Oh, well, we're going to do this. We're going to do a pause right here. We're going to quick round of this and that, because we're going to stay on point tonight. We're going to give Jeremy a chance, and you don't have to go anywhere, Sarge.
sure.
Jeremy's got some cool new shit to share with us, I'm sure. I know that is a fact. So we're not going to run out of time for that. So why don't we try a quick game of this and that? I can hear some Jeopardy music in the background starting up. I did throw in some new ones, so bear with me. We'll skip over them if they don't pertain to you. Call or text?
Probably text.
East Coast or West Coast?
West Coast, as far as scenery, is probably the most beautiful part of the United States.
All right, no explanations needed. Army or Navy?
Wow. Well, Will Team 6 was a nod towards SEAL Team 6.
One word answers, buddy. I'm going to fail you. Army or Navy?
Navy.
All right. Cocoa or Fruity Pebbles?
Fruity.
The Flintstones or the Jetsons?
Flintstones.
Ranch or blue cheese?
Ranch.
F. Sorka or yeah, Sorka?
What's Sorka?
Oh, you smart ass.
Perfect.
Perfect answer. That's
Perfect.
2 weeks in a row. I got that answer.
It's
2
the perfect
weeks in a
answer.
row. For 2 different reasons, but good for you. Bravo. Go to a bar or go to church.
I'd probably say church. It's been a while since I've sat in a bar.
Twix bar or Snickers.
Snickers,
Rattle can or airbrush.
airbrush,
Autobot or Decepticon.
Autobot,
Rust bucket or bring the bling.
rust bucket,
Christmas or Halloween.
Halloween,
Slot machines or blackjack.
blackjack, all day,
All right. Burger or hot dog.
burger,
Jeep or truck.
gladiator, best of both,
Is that a juck?
All right.
Jeep truck,
Would you rather best of both? Would you rather win the lottery or meet your soulmate?
meet my soulmate,
Flat rail or sea channel?
sea channel,
Hunting or fishing?
hunting,
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi,
Action movie or comedy?
action,
Cat or dog?
dog,
Country boy or city?
country,
Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook,
Samsung or iPhone?
iPhone,
College or NFL?
college,
Regular golf or frisbee golf?
frisbee,
I don't get to do this one often. That was a good one. Heavy metal or country music?
country music,
UFO or Bigfoot?
Bigfoot,
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
smooth,
How about Crocs or flip flops?
oh gosh. It,
I'm waiting. I need
Yeah.
the answer now.
Crocs because I can't stand flip flops.
He walked into it.
I'm gonna
No,
lose friends over this.
I know. Boxers or briefs. I'm no,
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Swear.
All right. A Deadpool or Wolverine?
Deadpool,
The Millennium Falcon or the Enterprise?
Enterprise,
Kit or the General Lee?
General Lee,
Bigfoot or Grave Digger?
Bigfoot,
White or chocolate milk? I revised it. I went white or black. We got white or chocolate milk.
chocolate,
All right. Lemon or lime?
lemon,
Red Bull or Monster?
monster,
Ghost, real or not?
not,
Throw the first punch or turn the other cheek?
throw the first punch,
See a magic show or a comedian?
comedian,
Steak or lobster?
steak,
Well, this one didn't go over well, but I'm dying to know the answer. Blue Thunder or Airwolf?
Blue Thunder,
Oh, bravo! Yay!
No.
Yes, it has to be.
there's a whole group that has no idea what we're talking about.
There is.
There is.
Last,
There's a large
last
group.
week it failed. Last week I crashed and dived with that one, and I rolled the dice on it, hoping you would know.
Oh yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Got
I
it.
can't think of the actor's name, but he was in Jaws.
All right.
That was in Blue Thunder.
Yes. Yes. Good call. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's the yeah, good call.
Yeah.
All right. So you survived the game of Jeopardy. We call it this and that. But we will do a quick high five, and that is putting you on the spot. One RC car for the rest of your life. Favorite brand, favorite RC car. You get one. What would you take?
You know, the one that I go to
Your go-to.
is probably full custom. It's not an off the shelf. It's
Are we talking crawler?
crawler.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean
We'll accept crawler.
I mean, yeah.
Favorite
I can't
movie.
say it's a brand anymore.
Okay, that's fine. Frankensteins are a thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Favorite movie over and over for the rest of your life. We will accept Blue Thunder.
So repeat that again.
Favorite movie.
My favorite movie. Gosh.
And you're stuck with this movie. You got to watch it. It's the
Yep.
only movie you can watch.
The only movie I can watch from here on out, right?
Yep. We'll accept Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Jaws. Give me one. Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky would be a great one. Warm and fuzzy and some violence. I'm good.
Nice. Favorite band. Who is your favorite rock band?
Sammy Hagar.
Nice. Oh, I've skipped one. Air guitar or air drums?
Gosh, I think air drums are easier to fake.
Okay.
Less
Favorite-
embarrassing. I'm not sure.
Favorite food. Favorite food, Mr. Diet Man, shaving off 130 pounds.
Yeah.
What food are you missing? What are you craving? What's the cheat?
You know, the beauty of it is I am a carnivore. And when you cut out carbs, you can feed the carnivore. So
Okay.
I'm going to say red meat.
Red meat all the day. All right. Then we are going to accept that as your final answer. I'm going to pause our Jeopardy music. Jeremy tallies up the scores every week, and he also will send your prize in the mail if you want.
Okay.
Now, where are you heading? Do you have any RC events up your sleeve in the rest of the year? What's on the workbench? What is on your calendar? Rounding out 2025.
Workbench would probably, I have my grandson's SCX10 original that I'm trying to get put back together for him.
OG, like V1,
yeah,
SCX, no
yeah.
shit.
OG. So trying to get that up and running for him. He spent some time with us at Flat Nasty, and he's dying to get a rig up and running. Hoping to get his running, or I'm going to have to hand him my base camp and say Merry Christmas. So we'll see.
Are you close? I mean, how close are you with this OG SCX10?
It had been pretty much skeletonized. So I was handed a Walmart bag of electronics.
Base camp it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I'm hopeful that everything is functional. So that's what we're working on. As far as events go, like I said, the Recon events now are in Europe for the rest of the year. I don't think there's any more stateside. Not sure. You know, we used to go to King of Missouri every year. That's didn't happen last year. It's not going to happen this year. So we missed that. It was kind of an extra, reconnect with our local guys that we kind of grew up in this hobby with. I missed that. It was really, really a good time. So possibly, picking up some one-to-one Jeep events in the next couple months, maybe. That's part of the reason why I've done what I've done with that is there are hundreds of miles of Forest Service in Arkansas that's mapped out with campsites marked and all that. So I'll probably do some of that, and then maybe hope to reconnect with some local guys here. I know Jeff Addersley is not far from me, and he's pretty active in the Arkansas group. So I'm hoping to hook up with him and feel bad that I've been here as long as I haven't hooked up with him. But
that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy. I've enjoyed my time with Jeff. That's for sure.
100%. 100%. Very well said. Can you disclose any detail about the bomb that was dropped by Parker at the end of the fix about teasing 2 trips back to Blue Rocks next year? Do you know anything about this at all in April?
Yes, and I don't think that's a secret. It's a team event
Okay.
that they're looking, and possibly the date might be set. I know he just within the last couple days landed back home in Vienna and is hoping to start building that calendar for next year stateside. But yes, my understanding is there will be an event in April that's separate from the recon, separate from the fix, that will focus on just that team event. And yeah, the plan is that's coming in April. Yes.
When you say team, is that more than 2? Do we know numbers? 3, 4?
I'm not sure. I think, gosh, I can't think of. I'm horrible at remembering the names of things.
Okay.
I think there was a bit of a teaser of that at the Recon G6 at Flat Nasty, and this is just a more broad, expanded, more challenges, more mind games, more.
Okay.
Yeah, more.
I like this. I like the idea of getting 5 guys together. Everybody gets a piece of something, and you work together to piece it together to make something, to get over a point. That kind of a vibe. I got the paper clip. Who's got the chewing gum? And
right. Yeah.
MacGyver something together.
Yep. And I think it'll be all the above. Parker's got a very rich history in the one-to-one world of creating some really, really challenging things that you got to work through that a lot of times don't have anything to do with the truck. So, but it's a lot of fun, a lot of mind games, and a lot of stuff that a family can work together towards. So I think it'll be great.
Now, so the best way I'm going to wrap this up here, Sarge, is you fanned a lot of flames for a lot of brands over the years. We kind of reminisced a little bit and kicked tires. We're not going to go and name drop them all, but the history is long. The list is long. It's been brands that have popped up and disappeared over the years, but you've been brand loyal to a lot of them over the years. Point being, you are a true ambassador of the hobby and for the brands. You've enjoyed fanning flames for others, and tonight was a chance to fan your flame and show a little bit of I don't know. We're going to say that your beacon is bright and people take notice of it, and we never want your light to dim. So it was a soft nod back to you, my friend. Keep up the great work, and we hope to see you continue to make smiles for people and just try to find the positivity in the hobby and look for the good people. And that's all we can do. Try and have some fun.
That's it. And I have to say, both you and Jeremy have always been wonderful towards me and to me and helpful. And Mike, you and I go back a lot of years. I don't remember the first time we spoke on the phone, but it was ages ago.
Yeah.
And we walked through, a lot of changes. You and I talked about that. But, at the end of the day, I try to support who supports the positive and supports the events. And I know for some that becomes more and more difficult as things change. But yeah, you're right. We've seen a lot come and go. A lot of changes in my life. A lot of teams that I've been a part of that aren't there anymore. But I try to support what I believe in and the individuals that I believe in. And to me, sometimes that outshines the product. There's a lot of wonderful people in this hobby that are very creative and have a lot of wonderful products like Carry All and what you've done, Mike and Jeremy, and what you're doing today and what you have continued to do and watched you do with Boom Racing and all the support there. And it's just, I am unworthy of some of the folks that I have had the pleasure of meeting in this hobby, and you know, Jason from Boom Racing is one of the most wonderful human beings I've ever been in the presence of, and I just support good character, good humans, you know, and most of those good humans have good products. So that's what I try to focus on.
I think you could connect that dot with your history going all the way back from, like I said, Hellfire, Deadlock. I mean, the list is long. Pitbull, you continue to help people and do your thing. I didn't mean to step on Jeremy's toes there, but well said, Jeremy. Go ahead. I didn't mean to step on you.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Like I just 100% agree, and that's why we get along. Like that whole mentality of surround yourself with quality, and you become quality.
Yeah. You know, none of us are perfect. We've all made a mistake here or there, you know, but you see the folks step up and own this or own that and do their best to make it right. And we all have a bad day, but you know, I don't know, when you're out there and you can put a smile on a kid's face and watch a group of RC enthusiasts come together and put a rig together and give it to this young boy at the end of an event and watch that face light up. And to me, it's worth the price of admission. I would drive the 20 hours to Blue Rocks just to see it again. So I don't know.
It happens at a lot of events, I know, but
yep.
You're right. It's something at Blue Rocks in the water there. They put something in the walking tacos that it just brings out.
Yeah. And you know, it's happened at Missouri. You know, Missouri crew is just as generous and giving. I don't want to take anything away from any of the other areas.
You're right. It happens all over. I know.
But I don't know, man. Like I told Parker, and I have told you, Munster, and I would shout it from the mountaintops and print it on a T-shirt. Brian Parker is an amazing individual that's gifted with handing out smiles, and the G Crew's job is to just enable him to do that.
He's a different person, that's for sure. Unless you've had a chance to come across somebody like him, he is a ball of energy and raw.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of, you know, fantastic individuals out there that put on events and do a lot of those same things. But the majority of us are support crew, you know,
there's only one Parker.
I
think there's only one Parker, and that is a fact.
It's like a Highlander. There can only be one.
Right. So I don't know, brother. I spend a lot of time in church, and I'm not sure I've had as many smiles there as I've had at some of the RC events. And just,
wow, it's a religion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be negative towards religion at all.
No,
at all. My Bible's sitting next to me here on my
Good
counter.
for you.
So, but I don't know. It's the opportunity to rub shoulders with some absolutely amazing human beings. And I treasure every moment of it, and I do my best to not take it for granted.
And you get to witness one of the craziest events of the year. Like the Fix is something that a lot of RC people across the country don't get the chance to witness. And it is an event unlike many others out there. It's something different. And seeing that group of people compete in that and accomplishment, it's an experience, and you get to see it often. So I'm jealous.
Well, the Fix is an experience in and of itself. And I've never been healthy enough probably to compete for 12 hours. I've kicked around trying a 3 or 6, that's for sure, now that I'm feeling much better. But, you know, when you're there and you're trying to encourage these guys, just give me one more lap, and you see, it's just, I don't know. To me, it's probably like working one of the stations.
I wouldn't complain. If you start, if you do complete one, you're going to end up looking like this old guy here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's what
it's.
When you start putting fixes under your belt, you end up like this old guy.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, when the vendors are hammering you and begging for that certificate afterwards, they cherish that Recon G6 certified stamp of approval on their products. And, you know, I've seen rigs that I never thought would finish a course from, you know, from new RC companies. I'm like, there's no way this is going to go for 12 hours. And then it goes for 12 hours. And I'm telling you, sometimes 25 plus miles.
Yeah, yeah. That's the
mud
conversion. Yep.
and water and rain and rocks. And these rigs look like they're 10 years old at the end of 12 hours. And it is not for the faint of heart, you know. And I've heard people criticize it, and, you know, and I told them, I said, listen, come run it, come experience it. I would be honored to watch you and encourage you to finish, you know, to finish and cheer you on. But I'm telling you, when Grandma Vanel's crossed that finish line, the first year I ever met her, there wasn't a dry eye in the park. And
that was the year we were doing all the side hill on sand.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
I was on course with her and watching her. She was just like hugging tree, getting through that side hill. It was brutal.
Did Heidi fall that year? Is that the one?
No, that was the following year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's just one example that stands out. You know, there's
hundreds of stories of things that have happened and friendships that have been made and heartbreak. Not every ending is a happy one. We've seen heartache. We've seen people not make it, and
and I have to tell you, you know, I've had them because it tests your character. It drains you of your ability to think clearly. And, you know, people are angry and frustrated, and man, it's tough when you're telling somebody that you didn't finish, you didn't certify a product, you're not, and they've just spent 11 hours, you know, fighting and trying to lose it at the very end.
That's rough.
So it's not for everyone. You know, it's not something that you're going to get 300 people to show up and do the fix, the 12-hour portion for sure. But it's not intended to. It's for that few that have the ability to push themselves to that extent.
Fair enough. Well, Sarge, I can't thank you enough, my friend. My farewell to you was said earlier. Jeremy, any parting words for our friend here?
Just keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Thank you, Jeremy.
When you're ready to come out west.
Yeah, you're
absolutely.
Right
there.
Yeah. We'll see you again. Our paths will cross. Probably not this year. We'll cross paths next year in person, but I will keep in touch. You have a fan here in the group tonight with Scott Mullins. Sarge, does that name ring a bell to you? Do you recognize the name Scott Mullins? He was Cutler Canyon set up. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was set right up across from you at the booth. He was our guest last week on the show, out here flexing what he is doing in the great state of Ohio with his on his own property, running his own little show. Cutler Canyon and Scott, he's doing good work. He was a fun guest. So he's here cheering you on tonight.
Send me a friend request, brother. I'd love to hear about your event.
Keep in touch with him. And 100%. All right, Sarge, we're going to fold you out of here, and thank you again for giving us a moment of your time and sharing your journey with us. Keep doing your thing, bud.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, both of you.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. All right, we're going to fade him out for a moment. Sarge, you're more than welcome to hang around until we're done. Mr. You Imagine with the no, what is it? IJ?
IJ. It's not a Jeep, it's an IJ.
An IJ. This thing is at the top of my You Imagine. It's being advertised, it's being linked, it's being force fed to me, and every time I turn on my You Imagine thing, is it that hot ticket of an item? Are you seeing them pop up all over? What is it about it? How far in is this? How far you are into the first print, or
into the assembly? So
it's the chassis also.
Well, no, the chassis. This one is the new the VRD chassis for it, kit for it.
Body.
So you can do the VS 410 kit or a body only and put it on whatever you want to put it on. He did just release the VRD, so you use the VRD builders kit, the straight axle builders kit, and all the pieces, all the interconnects, all the shock towers, pretty much everything except for the skid and the rails, links and axles are printed. So all the cross braces, everything is printed to be able to put the body onto the chassis. So I'm still assembling. This is a
like a
magnetic
really
mount.
Wheelbase. What kind of wheelbase? Why does it look so
stock VRD?
Stock VRD, two-door Jeep, I'm assuming.
Two-door Jeep.
Two-door.
Yep.
Okay. And you're going to get an interior out of this also? Is that included?
Yeah. So the interior, it's got a full dash. It's got a center console. It has seats that magnetically mount into the seat tray.
Oh.
Like I said, I still have the backside to
right.
assemble. But I'm one of the people on Imagine that can contract print this.
Yep.
For the designer.
Is that a big deal then? Like, you have to be approved then by some of these designers to you can go by their file, then you come to somebody like you to do the service. So that's a total separate fee. You buy the file and then you have to get paid also for the filament in your time.
Yes. So
now you're not assembling these for everybody, I'm assuming. Somebody's going to get a shit ton of parts in bags from you.
Yes. Like, so there's
here you go.
So he gives you a full parts list. There's a lot of options with this particular one. So you can have an opening hood, a fixed hood. You can have a tailgate, no tailgate. You can have different side door panel profiles or actual doors that open. So there's a lot of flexibility with the kit and the different parts that you can buy to make it your own.
Is that solved before you buy the file, or are you talking about knowing those items before they come to you?
So when you buy the file, it depends on the pack that you buy. So you can buy just the VRD chassis kit if you've already done the body. So you can put a different chassis underneath of it with the chassis kit. Or you can buy the full-blown body VS410 combo. It's $39 for the files.
And that comes with an option to do opening doors or not.
Yeah, there's little add-ons that you can get to kind of
I've seen them. Yeah, okay, different add-ons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So being a printer for these, it's important for me to actually
get one done.
The product. So, this is the mule. Because if you don't assemble it, you don't know what to print in what color to get a true body color. Or if they're just gonna paint it, like what material do you want to print it in that would be the easiest to finish and paint, and which panels do you want to do in, you know, like a PETG versus a body panel in ABS. So having one that I can look at, I can start making smart decisions on what's the best for the customer. Because if you just print it all in ABS, you're going to have problems. If you just print it, you know, all in PLA, you're going to have problems because it won't hold together. So you got to have something that's, you know, solid but still has a little bit of give to make these. But
And
I mean,
in
it's
case,
very
in case
impressive.
for somebody who doesn't know what you're talking about, but when you buy a printed body,
Yeah.
you leave it out in the sun long enough, you get some sags and dips and warps.
Well, it's also screw strength. This thing is screwed together in an overkill fashion.
Really?
There's screws that go through the cowl. There's screws that go in at an angle from the backside to hold the fenders for structure. The magnets. It's like probably close to 300 screws to
Or a
assemble.
gallon of shoe goo.
You wouldn't want to use shoe goo. This requires some firmness, right? And I imagine this thing's going to be pretty heavy when it's done. But it's, you know, it should move well.
So hard.
You know, when you get scale trucks that have weight to them, they tend to move a lot more natural than if they're just a light body, you know, like a Lexan body on a chassis. They move different, if you know what I mean. You know, living in the scale world. But like, it's just a really, really nice kit. It's very well thought out and engineered. I'm very impressed by it.
You can see it already, how you can hear it. You're already impressed with the quality and strength, and you're not even fully through it.
The chassis pieces, the skids, I mean, it's a little hard to see. I could probably turn that light on a little bit. Like this, it's very, you know, very well thought out and engineered. You're not using much of the VRD besides the chassis plates and the axles.
So all those supports are giving you different shock placement. Then I can see you got a different shock location. Wow.
And it's, you know, the bumpers, like there's different winch mounts and winch apparatus and stuff that you can do with these kits. So this is a really good base. The body set, it's coming along pretty good. There's a little bit of glue that you have to do, but it's, you know, I just started, so the interior's not all put together yet.
Will the steering wheel turn at all in any of the?
This one is not, but the screw does come through the back side enough that you could make it turn if you really wanted to.
Sure.
But it's, again, you have to remember this is a fully 3D printed body,
right?
So, you know, whatever your add-ons are is up to your imagination.
Right.
I mean, there's, you know, there's little gear selector pieces, dash parts. I got a whole bin of parts. Sorry, it's on this side. There's a whole bin of parts over there that I still have to assemble to put onto this. But I should be done in another, you know, 3 to 4 hour session. I should be completely finished with this one.
As I can see your H2D hammering away behind you there. I see the thing moving back and forth. So they're just working nonstop. They're
running all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up.
It's turned into the bamboo table. Holy crap.
And then
here it is.
The wheels.
Yes.
I did want to show you.
No, wait.
These are the new Reefs.
Okay.
Wheels, rings, and tires.
And tire.
The Sabre, the Sabres.
Okay.
And they are quite fantastic. I'm very pleased with the scaleness of this tire, and
I was
it's
gonna say this looks like
and
a
the-
trail tire.
that wheel is incredible. The ring, these are the sluice rings. I've picked the sluice ring as my favorite because it's just fantastic. And this is the new the scrubs tires. And these tires, on the leading edge, it's like a scrubbed in look.
Yep.
And it's a soft edge. But if you turn them around, it's a sharp edge. So, first time I've ever seen that done on an RC tire.
So you're
where-
literally getting that spirit finger look, like when it starts getting traction with that already. It's like, how
So
the hell are
so
you
basically-
kidding me?
So basically, like a slick rock for the scrubbed in profile, and a wet rock or ledges for the sharp side of the tire. So it's a pretty good combination.
No, are you saying it's directional then? So you could flip
It's
it?
directional to what you want it to be. So you can either have the smooth side or you can have the sharp side.
Wow.
When you run your hand over it, like this is like it's like rubbing the back of your neck. It's fantastic, right? If you're going down. If you
Okay.
go the other way, it's like going up on the stubble of your
We might have to move the rest of this to the fans only side. You're getting a little too close to this side.
smooth. It's like with the grain and against the grain. Pet your, if you have a cat or a dog, pet the fur one way, pet the fur the other way. This is kind of what that tire is. It's pretty awesome.
Gorgeous.
course,
And on
I
a
did the brass
sexy
wheel.
ass truck too. Like I don't want to take away from the wheels and tires, but good lord.
Oh, the H-Tech came
Yeah.
out fantastic.
Well, the last time we saw it, it was
It
you
was chassis
holding.
parts.
Yeah. it was-
Yeah.
What
And
is
this-
that seat? Is that a printed seat? Like
Yeah, 3D printed seat, 3D printed interior, all comes with it.
with it?
I
Okay.
printed, the files are free, so
Okay.
you can print your own colors if you wanted, which is what I did. The seat is actually orange translucent.
Oh, has a
So-
real leather looking feel to it too.
Yeah, it will actually light up when I'm done.
No shit.
I have lighting that I'm going to put in there. So, yeah,
That's cool.
pretty cool. And this is another VRD builder's kit. So that's what this one's based on. So it's really cool to see, to see that come around from different companies to use builders kits instead of them having to manufacture all their own parts. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, just got my reef shocks on today, and I'm going to end up taking them off and changing them because there's other new stuff coming with those shocks. But I think we're still a week away for that.
Okay. What was that? A reef shock? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, they're reef
Okay.
shocks.
Okay.
I got my builder's kit.
Yes, this is what we were waiting on. Scott,
I got-
he wants to know when I'm starting my 109.
Yeah.
This 109 back here.
So
It's full
these are
swing.
numbered as well. You get a license plate with these.
Yep.
So it's 431. This is the brother, sister, or whatever to the one RC Everyday got. He got 430. I got 431. And yeah. So good stuff.
And is it open?
It's not, it's still sealed.
Still sealed. Okay.
I'm a little bit behind on that one. But I do have a body for it.
What body? Oh, I know what this is. I know what this. There she is.
So I'm going Jeeping.
This is our friend Chad Harvey from 10th
Yep.
Scale.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, 10th Addict
10 pattern.
RC Designs. That
Yep.
was his claim to fame with that. That's a good looking body. There it is. You can see it much better in your lighting. Very cool. Very Chad Harvey. There he is.
Yep.
Good stuff. So that is your body that you plan to drop on that BRX-01.
Yes.
Okay. Very cool.
I will have it on there. For sure. That's the chassis.
Fantastic. And Scott will be building boom trucks very soon.
Yeah, you better build your boom truck.
Well, it's been hectic. I have an excuse on my end. Carry-all has been a consumption of my time, to say the least, as we've been fighting the world of tariffs and cargo containers. We have an ocean freighter cargo container on the ocean on our way out here.
Yeah.
So that has been taking up time as we get new product en route and reset for. We need to be ready for Christmas time of 2025. So we're just sort of positioning ourselves for that. And that means if you are not done your stuff by the end of July, early August,
you're going
shit
to be
ain't happening. Yeah, shit ain't happening for Christmas. It's that simple. So good news is we're probably about 30 days out and we should be up and running and good to go. So I have an excuse that will buy me a little bit of time on that boom truck. And then beyond that, I want to make sure we don't rush the paint.
I don't rush the paint. And it's still a little hot. It's still a little hot out for paint.
And humid. Very humid here.
Yeah. And it's, it's just hot here. So like the paint starting to dry in a hot can. Like if you can hold onto a spray paint can in 118 degrees out here, you're doing good. If you're trying to spray it into the atmosphere and have it land on something before it's dry, good luck. So I'm not painting anything right now. I'm going to wait for it to cool down about 20 degrees, and then it'll be pretty good. Yes, I am working. I don't know about harder. I'm enjoying what I'm doing more, so I'm doing more of it.
Fair enough, but it is a fair statement. I got to agree.
I'm doing a lot, but I'm doing a lot of things I like and love, so it's good. And speaking of like with Dennis with the different events, I got my trailer for Proline by the Fire, so we're going to be on-site camping, glamping, whatever you want to call it. I will be at Haul and Crawl. I got my flights booked for that. So October, I'll be moving around the country again.
Grid and moving around. Okay.
Yep.
So that Haul and Crawl is the one. That's a tough call. How close are they together? There's usually sometimes
there's like a 4-day gap.
Holy shit, they're that close.
One weekend after the other. Yeah.
See, that's at least there's some separation. There was a time where they were literally same weekend. Not
same weekend, but closer. Yeah.
Okay. To the point where it was you choose one or the other.
Yeah. And still up in the air if I'm doing the Vegas thing this year, which would be the week before Proline.
What was in Vegas? Is that the hobby? What was it?
NERSA.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going out there yet or not.
Okay.
But there's a lot of other stuff going on in Vegas too, that I'd like to go out and see this time since I'm out here.
What you want to see? Boys to Men in the Sphere.
Yeah, I was actually looking at why can't I think of the name of it? It's not Wicked. It's the
it is Wizard of Oz. Yeah,
Wizard of Oz is playing it.
I hear people are getting sick, like literally coming out and vomiting. You're in the tornado as it's flipping around. Oh,
perfect. I'm in. Just vomit everywhere.
Love it.
I want to see that. And I got friends that work at the Sphere, so it's helpful to get
a nod in there.
just
Yeah.
a little bit of help getting tickets or whatever.
Who
So
we
that's
calling Skittles to get in the door?
got it.
Yeah.
Um,
When she told me she's working at the Sphere, I'm like, get the
Yeah.
hell out.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the speaking of Wizard of Oz and movies, did you see the trailer for Weapons? The movie Weapons,
No.
where the 40 or 27 kids disappear from the classroom. Oh, if you have not seen it, you need to Google search. Google search the trailer for the movie Weapons. It just came out yesterday. My daughter's been looking forward to seeing this movie for like 2 months.
Okay.
I took her last night to go see it. It's got a 100% rating right now on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's pretty goddamn hard to get 100% on Rotten
100%.
Tomatoes. So
Yeah.
that tells you something. It's not just me telling you to go see it. I'm telling you, Rotten Tomatoes is telling you to go see it too. Entertaining, a lot of original thought.
Okay.
Yes, this is one Heidi will climb into your lap, scared as hell. It's got some jump scares in behind it. Kind of one eyeing it most of the show, squinting and scriming.
Yeah, that's not a good movie for her.
Okay, yeah, this will
Or-
jump straight
or
your
me.
heart.
Because she'll, yeah. No, I don't want any of that.
Sorry.
Yeah, there are a couple movies. The
Superman,
Right there.
Fantastic Four.
so I don't like Superman movies as much as I used to since I was like 8. Fantastic Four has another one.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. But good recall.
there-
It's like their
yeah.
third attempt at rebooting it.
Yeah. Is there an accountant too? Or am I
Yes,
mistaken?
I just no.
That
That
one- that one I
that's
don't
out now on like Amazon Prime or something like that.
Oh,
You can
okay, I
grab
can watch
that.
that.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's well worth it. Go see it.
Yep.
Or sit down on your couch, grab your bag of
Yeah.
Doritos and some cowtails, and
I just bought
Your-
Doritos today too.
did you? Okay.
I did. I bought her fresh fruit and I bought me the little mini bags of Doritos.
Oh boy,
Snacks for everyone.
excellent.
Trying to think of what
All
else.
right. Well, I'm sure it's getting close to your dinner time. and
Ooh, there. Look at that. I did not know this. Party's all over. $6 movies on Wednesday at the Riverside Casino.
Shut
Cocktail and
up.
movie. Ooh, I know what I'm
Cocktail?
doing on Wednesday.
How far is Riverside from you?
Like 6 miles.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, the casino's right across the river.
Get the hell out.
Not far at all. It's a
Oh,
good
that's
one.
awesome. That is cool.
That's good to know.
Yeah, go pull up the movie list, see what's playing.
Yep. Charge the wife's car, sitting, watch a movie. I like it.
Yeah, I guess we'll be on Carvana next day or two here. We're gonna start
yeah?
we got a car shop for the wife. It's
Yeah, we just did that. I don't think we've shared that with anybody, so this is kind of new news.
new news.
We got the Equinox EV,
The fully 100%
electric.
Okay, not a hybrid. We are
Yep.
we're all in.
All in.
All in Uranus.
So we're gonna see how that pans out. Yeah.
Okay.
Wicked
Good deal.
stoked.
I like it.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there's nowhere in Bullhead City that I can find other than a house that has EV charging. So
No kidding.
Laughlin at all the casinos all have chargers.
Of course they do.
Besides the one in my garage, if I'm out and about,
You
I'll be
gotta
going to
stop
Laughlin.
in there for some
Yeah. But like when you look at the map, it's like this big void until you get into Nevada, and then it's like they're everywhere. Vegas lights up like you got chicken pox. It's EV stations everywhere. Going west toward Phoenix, they're putting them on the highway, so there's a lot out there.
How far are you from Vegas?
Vegas is an hour and a half,
No shit, it's that close. Holy crap.
or that far, depending.
Were they? Sure enough. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my.
I know they are trying to get me to go racing, and it is the devil to me. Oval racing will get me in trouble financially.
Wow.
There are so many RC tracks down
Really?
at the Rotary Park.
No
It
shit.
is amazing. This community has embraced RC, put it into a public park. They do concrete, dirt. They have BMX. They have all those things. I'm just waiting for the rock course. So once the rock course,
Yeah.
like, dude, it's going to be a blast.
Well, the
But they're
million-dollar
racing-
question that I'm trying to figure out how they solve with this rock course is how do they change it up? Meaning
Well,
you
if-
can't concrete the rocks in it because the line would always be the same, and you can't leave the rocks loose because then kids are going to come along and kick them and throw them. And
well, you have to understand, a lot of the rock that they have are the size of you and I.
all right, so you're dealing with
So-
large boulder that
so
we're
if you're
not
doing-
moving.
If you're doing boulder fields and you're doing, causeway style builds,
Yep.
then your lines can be ever changing.
Okay.
There's no, you're not going to make a dirt trail or a rubber trail into these rocks
Everything's new every
to
time.
do it like that. But it as a place to go and do a meetup, that's great. But
Yeah.
there's also the clubs are great about doing scale runs and stuff like that locally.
Okay.
Yeah, so drag racing, airfield, yeah,
That's
um,
amazing.
there's a lot going on out there.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff. All right. I'm gonna fade us out of here. I
Yeah,
should
I got
I should have been
the wife and dogs.
I should have
Yeah.
been working. I should have been working while you were talking. And now there's gonna be this awkward silence while I try to find us a
Like,
fade out
like
here.
working on your boom truck, or
Why are you going there? No, I meant working on a right away. Are you done yet?
you
No,
know,
I just
it's
told
coming
you.
tomorrow, right?
I no,
You know it's coming. It's coming.
Wait, tomorrow's Sunday. Cut me some slack.
Sunday fun day. Like, you should be building a truck.
All
I'm going to be building a truck.
right.
I got 2 or 3
Okay.
of them running right now.
I had this fun little song I was going to part out here with. I'm not even going to sing it now because it's not even true. It was, yeah. I'm going to find us a goodbye transition. We're going to take this
I
out.
mean, love comes in many forms.
I guess, and we show it all in different ways. So
Yes.
I'm going to do my best here. Here we go, people. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember, like, comment, and share. Tell a friend, and it's really what helps keep the lights on here and there.
And subscribe. It's free.
It is free.
charge.
Thumbs are up are free. Shares are free. Subscribes are free. No charge.
No charge.
Bloopers. There's no charge for all these bloopers.
Nope.
They come free. All right, let's take us out. Sarge, I see you sitting there in the green room. Stay tight. We're coming to see you. And say our goodbyes. Here we go.